This is a tale as old as time, with a twist in these COVID times. We were going to try and tell it to you in a short rhyme, but like everything else this year, nothing goes just fine. This is a tale of wondrous things. Even through lockdown and many Zoom meetings, there is much joy that a baby brings. While the news from Boris is usually bad, in our story an angel came down from above, and instead of making you sad, she shared a message that was full of love and Christmas social distance hugs.
Twinkle, twinkle, Christmas star, how I wonder what you are. Well, so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, Christmas star, how I wonder what you are.
Mary would have a child, this angel claimed, and hopefully Joseph could be there if the guidelines changed. Joseph and Mary went to Bethlehem. They took the risk even though Bethlehem was in Tier 3.
I'm a donkey, I'm going to Bethlehem.
Donkey on a dusty road. Donkey took the two of them to move through the tiers against guidelines and hide from the neighbourhood watchers, who could have identified them through the Worthy community page on Facebook if they were caught. The donkey walked a dusty road to Bethlehem, a town of old. Mary's baby would soon arrive. To get there quickly they would strive, but with airlines down and hotels closed they finally made it there, but found they had nowhere to stay. Rooms were full up for the night, the wind and cold began to bite. Let there be room for us, they pray. Please, innkeeper, we have essential items we can share.
Toilet paper!
Let us in. Let us stay. Keep head up light and let us stay here for the night. We will sanitize everything, Mary proclaimed. He had no room, yet he was able to let them bed down in the stable. And luckily the inn was in a horse yard, not a mink farm. Come into my stable, but please keep your distance. In the stable, Mary and Joseph got settled. Mary gave birth on the hay, and luckily the Wi-Fi still worked, so she was able to capture her lockdown stable birth for social media.
Your baby mama, she gon' do that, baby mama.
Baby Jesus.
Wise men from a far-off land came together as they were in a bubble. Even though one had to zoom in, it was a spectacular sight.
I'm Woody.
The camel's footprints in the sand carried gifts of frankincense, myrrh, gold. Even though gifts had to isolate for 3 days, the king still wanted to bless the baby with their gifts. They followed the star that shone so bright and made their way through the darkest night. With their special gifts with them, they travelled forth to Bethlehem. The shepherds on a hill were startled to see a star that truly sparkled from the improvements in pollution since lockdown. What could it be? Where was it from? It's so bright.
No! No!
Shining on the whole kingdom, an angel came down from the sky and shone a light to guide them by, to make sure they escaped the tear watchers. They followed on till almost dawn to see the famous viral king that had been born. Within the stable that same day, who still lay snuggled in the hay. When they arrived, all full of joy, at last to see this baby boy, born in a nativity pandemic. Knelt, social distancing of course, gave their gifts and prayed beside the manger where he laid. So pleased they were to see this sight.
Baby Jesus!
Upon this cold December night.
Yeah, okay. It's bad. You got Yeah, it's bad.
They formed a bubble for the Pacific period while always remembering hands, face, space, as a king had been born for all mankind who grew to be good, kind and COVID-free, for now a vaccine had been found. Thank you to all the children and their wonderful performances. We hope you enjoyed our nativity celebration. We wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy, hopefully COVID-free New Year.
Dad. So, the end. Dad.